Hello everyone watching this video. This is for the 5th period class and anybody gone for wrestling and everything else. So this is section 4-5 notes. They're going to be similar to what we've done already, but we're going to write some stuff down on our theorem sheet that we haven't already written down. So grab that. That's the blue sheet. And the first thing that we're going to write the 4 theorems that we have done, which are, can I just split them in half? I don't think we need to do a whole thing. I'm going to split these guys in half. So we're going to do halvesies here, and we're going to do halvesies here.
Wait a minute. Pause. You don't have property.
Side, side, side. Side, angle, side. Angle, side, angle. And angle, angle, side. These are ways to prove triangle's congruent. Okay, ways to prove the triangles are congruent using any of those 4 methods are the ones that work. And we're going to draw little pictures off to the side like what these look like. Okay, so I'm just going to do a bunch of these. We're going to label what we have. This guy, and this guy. Okay, I'm just going to do a bunch of those, and we're going to label the sides accordingly, or the sides and angles accordingly. Okay? All right, good? All right, side, side, side means that, like, this one has to match this one has to match this one has to match this one. Okay? All right? Side, angle, side, you can pick on any of these, but I'm going to say this side matches this one, this side matches this one. Which angle has to match? If it's side, angle, side.
The one in the top.
The one in the top. That angle has to match. Okay, that's what side, angle, side would look like.
That's how we grammar here.
Okay, that's how we grammar here. Okay, and is the next one angle, side, angle? Angle, side, angle?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to do angle, this angle, and I'm going to do this angle. Matches this angle and this angle. Okay, angle, side, angle. The side has to be between the 2 angles, so which side are we talking about?
The bottom.
The bottom side. Okay, those 2 match. And angle, angle, side. So I'm going to do, let's say, this angle, this angle, this angle, this angle. I'll do that one the same. Angle, angle, side. Which side are we picking on?
The one on the... Shoot, that's wrong. No.
Which
the
one?
On the right. The right, yeah.
The right? Now, technically, this could be the right or the left, right? Angle, angle, side, angle, angle, side. Or if you went the opposite direction and you went over here instead, it's still angle, angle, side, right? It doesn't matter which one you do for this one, just as long as it's not the bottom one. Happy with that? Make sense? Mm-hmm. Okay, so this is the 4 that we just got done doing. Now we're going to do right triangles specifically. So go to your notes, 4-5. This is proving right triangles congruent. And I don't really quite know why they do an additional section for this. I mean, yeah, it's kind of like cool that you only have to do 2 things now, but it's really not any less work than the other ones. So these are special for right triangles. There are 4 of them, okay? And, like way back in section 4-2, we would do all 3 angles, all 3 sides, and we had to prove all 6 things. And then we narrowed it down to just 3, right? The side, 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 angle, and angle, angle, side. And we said if those 3 things on each match up, then the other 3 things have to match. We don't have to do all 6 things anymore. Well, 4-5 is saying if it's a right triangle, we only have to do 2 things because the right angle is already in place, right? Okay, so like these 2 triangles here, they already have right angles, okay? So they're just saying all we have to do is show that this is called a leg, is matching this leg, and this leg is matching this leg. These are called legs. So we just have to show that the legs match each other, right? The 2 legs are matching the other 2 legs. Now, this is really kind of like side, angle, side in disguise. Do you see how that works?
Yeah.
It's really like side, angle, side. It's just that the angle is a 90-degree angle, right? So it's already like given to us. We know that they're right triangles, so we don't have to work for the angle. We just have to work for the 2 sides, which are the legs, okay? So they will call this thing leg, leg. They call it LL instead of side, angle, side, okay? They just call it LL. So we only have to work for the 2 legs instead of the angle in the middle, Okay, you see how that works? Okay, let's go down to the next one. We have two right triangles. We're given that they're right triangles, so we already have this right angle. Okay? And they're telling us that this angle matches this one and this side matches this one. Now, this is an angle, and this side specifically is the hypotenuse. Okay? So this guy is called hypotenuse angle, right? It's only those two things that we have to do because the right angle is already given to us. But really, if we convert this back to one of the four that we've already done, what is this one?
Angle, angle, side.
This is really like angle, angle, side. So hypotenuse angle is really kind of like angle, angle, side in disguise. It's just that that first angle is the 90-degree angle, right? Does that make sense? Okay. So that's how that one works. The next one is, here's my right angle. It's already given to me. What is this one? This side is a what?
Leg.
Is a leg. So we have a leg and an angle that they're giving to me. Okay, so this guy is called leg angle. But it's really what in disguise?
Angle, side angle.
This is really an angle side angle, right? It's just that that first angle is the 90-degree angle, so we only have to work for the leg and the angle, right? And then the last one is this is the 90-degree angle, okay? And we have this guy, which is a leg, and this guy is a hypotenuse, okay? Now, this is hypotenuse leg, is what they call it. So we have to work for the hypotenuse and work for the leg. But what is this one?
What?
What is this one? What is this one?
Angle, side, side.
It is angle side side. What? I told you angle side side doesn't work, but it only works for a 90-degree for a right triangle. So, haha, we get to use it.
Somebody's vandalizing.
It works for right triangles.
Watching this, and they're gonna be
Yes.
like, what you watching?
Why did you
Angle
have
side
to
side
do
works for
that?
right triangles. It does, it does. They just call it hypotenuse leg rather than angle side side. Okay? Good? Happy with that?
No.
Yeah?
I've
Okay,
heard it.
so let's go write those on our blue sheet since we already have our blue sheet out. And let's go leg, leg first. Okay, we'll split these in half again. Can we split them in half again?
I
Sure.
only have one box.
Do you have the backside?
No.
No, you don't have a backside?
No.
You only have one box left?
I have mine all filled out.
She probably didn't split in half. Do you want me to, let me see if I have another one. You can staple them together.
You probably did it wrong.
No, I don't think I split them in half. Well, you should have
Yeah.
split them in half. I was gone.
Well, she just likes to write big, and that's okay. Like, there's nothing wrong with that.
Split them in half next time. You won't have that problem.
I don't know.
Everybody
I don't have
watching
an
this
extra
is
one.
like,
Can I make you a copy here in just a little bit, and
Yeah.
then you can finish writing this down? Okay.
They're gonna
All right.
murder me when I get back.
Okay, so we're gonna split these in half and in half again. Okay, so you're gonna have to help me out. The first one was LLHALA. LLHALA.
HL.
And then HL. Okay,
LA, like the city?
sure. Okay. Leg was really kind of like what did we do? Side angle side. Yep, side angle side. HA was angle side. Kind of, I think. Yep, angle side. Leg angle
Is angle side
is
angle.
angle side angle. And HL is angle side side. Ha! You can write it on your sheet. And you can't even get in trouble for it. Tell your parents I gave you permission. Because in this context, it doesn't mean the naughty word. Okay. Sweet, she says. Okay, so let's draw pictures and then we will be done with this stuff. So I'm going to draw bunches of right triangles and we'll just label these things.
Mine aren't looking congruent, but
I know, mine don't either. Okay, so all of these guys are 90-degree angles. 90s, 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 90s. 90s, 90s, 90s.
Is that when you grew up in the 90s?
Yeah, I did grow up in the 90s, you're right. I was born in 90. I'm old.
what year did you graduate?
09.
You're old.
I am old.
You graduated when I was 3.
I know, it's
You
crazy.
graduated when I was 4.
I know it does. Okay, so leg. The two legs are which ones?
Bottom
Bottom and right. Right is this one. Bottom is this one. Let me use a different color for those.
Oh, dang it, that's the
Those are the two legs. Next one, hypotenuse angle.
right.
Okay, the hypotenuse is this guy. Does it matter which angle you use? Let's use the top one just to be different. Hypotenuse angle, there he is. Okay, hypotenuse angle. Leg angle, which leg do you want to use? The bottom one, sure. And which angle? It's got to be the bottom angle. If you use leg angle, it's got to be the bottom angle. Okay, so leg angle matches those guys. Okay, and then the last one is hypotenuse leg. Okay, so we've got to use the hypotenuse. Hypotenuse, and which leg do you want to use?
The bottom one.
The bottom one, sure. Okay. Good? Happy with that? Let's do some proofs. Okay? Very nice.
One day when we're old, we're gonna look back at this and be like, "Wow, I never used this."
Or
Yeah,
we're
sure.
gonna look back
Whatever.
at it and be like, what was I even talking about?
All right, example 1. Determine whether or not. Yeah, determine whether or not each pair of triangles is congruent. If yes, state the theorem or postulate that applies. A, we have that it's a 90-degree triangle. Great. But then we're given, what is this? A leg. And we're given an angle. Is leg angle a thing?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
LA. There you go. So this is a yes by leg angle. Okay? Part B.
What is that thing in the corner?
What?
Oh, it's the. Never mind.
There's 2 tick marks.
Yeah.
So we have our 90-degree angle. Great. We have this angle's matching this one, right? And we have this angle's matching this one. Okay, so we're given 2 angles. Is AA a thing? Well, in math, I guess. Is AA a thing?
No,
No, because you know what could happen?
it could be bigger size, but not the same.
Right.
angles.
I can have this right triangle, even though that's a 90-degree angle, and I could have another bigger one, even though that's a 90-degree angle, right? Like this could be 30, this could be 60, this could be 30, this could be 60, but the one is definitely larger than the other. So this one is a no, they are not congruent. Okay, this is kind of like the angle thing, right? AAA is not a thing in math, I guess. AAA is a thing, but AAA is not a thing. Okay, happy with that? Let's do some proofs. Here we go. Given triangle PQR and PSR are right triangles. Okay, that's what we're given. So statements, reasons. Triangle PQR and triangle PSR are right triangles. That's given to us. We have to first establish that it's a right triangle. Okay? I guess with right angles Q and S. With right angles that are Q and S. That's given. Okay? So we have established that it's a right triangle. So in our inventory, we're going to have a little bit different stuff in our inventory. Okay? The first thing that we need to have in our inventory is a right angle. Check. We have checked off the right angle. All right, we have to establish that it's a right angle. Now we use the rest of our given stuff. So we haven't used this yet. Let's write that down. Angle PRQ is congruent to angle PRS. Okay, PRQ is this top angle he's marked, and QRS is that bottom angle. That is given to us. And what does that give to us for our inventory?
Angle.
It gives us an angle. Okay? All right, now that's all that we have given to us. We have to figure out the rest of it. But we really only need one more piece, right? What piece can I draw from this?
We know that P and R is equal to R and P because of the reflexive property.
PR and PR are the same.
Yeah.
And it is PR. It's not PRRP, but yeah.
Yeah.
Because P would go with P and R would go with R.
Yeah.
So PR equals PR, okay? PR is congruent to PR, okay? And that's the reflexive property. Okay, now that gives us a side, but more specifically, which side? Is that a leg or a hypotenuse?
That's the hypotenuse.
That's hypotenuse, okay? So, in our inventory, We have that right angle is established, and we have AH, okay? So these two triangles are congruent by hypotenuse angle. You see that? Good? Beautiful. All right, good? Yes? All right, we'll skip example 3, but we'll go down to this one, okay? All right, so I think you get the idea. Do you get the idea? Yes? Okay, so angle V and angle X are right angles given. Okay, so in our inventory, we have right angles established. Check. The right angles are established. Okay, then the next one says that W is the midpoint of VX. Okay, that's another given piece of information. Now, that doesn't give me anything yet, though. Like in my inventory, I mean. If W is the midpoint of VX, pay attention to which one it's the midpoint for. It's the midpoint just from V to X, though, they say. Right? It's not the midpoint from U to T. It's not the midpoint from there necessarily. Okay? But from V to X, it is the midpoint. So what does that mean?
V to W is equal to X to
This is going to be the same as that. V to W is the same as X to W. So VW is congruent to XW. And how do we know that?
midpoint theorem.
The midpoint theorem. Yeah. Okay, now that does give us a side. Which side specifically? Is it a leg or is it a hypotenuse?
Leg.
It is a leg. Yes, you're correct. So I'm going to put an L over here for my inventory. Okay, now I need one other piece of information. I have to get that from the diagram because it's not given to me. What else do I know?
We know that UWV is equal to XWY because of vertical.
We're talking about the angles right here, right? Yep, those two angles are the same because of vertical angles. I'm going to write vertical angles down. Vertical angles. And he said angle UWV is congruent to angle YWX. Okay. Vertical angles. And that gives me an angle. So, are we done yet? Almost? Last statement? Last statement? UVW is congruent to triangle YXW because of LA. Yes? Beautiful? Good. Very good. Okay? Happy with that? All right, I'm going to give you homework. You guys already have this, I guess. You should be able to do 1, 2, 3, 4 pretty easy. We did ones like that where you're just saying yes or no, does it work, and then which one of the 4 it is. And then let's do number 5 together real quick so you can see what they're saying. Let's say we have these two things going on. We know that they're right triangles, and we are trying to establish leg angle. Okay, so what would I have to have in order for a leg angle to be established? Which leg do you want to pick on? The bottom one. Okay, so we would need to prove that AC is congruent to what? On the other one. XZ, right? AC would have to be the same as XC. That checks off the leg. Check. Okay, now we need to check off an angle. Which angle? It has to be A, and it has to be X. So angle A is congruent to angle X. Okay? That checks off a leg, checks off an angle. Now, you might have a different answer than somebody else because they might have done BC and angle B rather than the other two, right? Which is okay. So this is what they're asking for number 5 and number 6. So you do number 6 and 7. Let's do all of them on that side. And then I'll cut the back side down a little bit. Okay, so all on practice. All. Okay, skills practice. I don't know. What? Do all?
No.
Kyle's saying do all.
Make them do all. Make us do like none.
How about I catch you some slack? You don't have to do 7. I'll skip the proof. Okay, you only have 1 proof for tomorrow. Okay, that good? All right, there you go. All right, bye people watching the video.